Now is the time for the beginning of Season 2. So, let's step into it. First thing I want to look at is some of the new players that we've thrown in. We got on free transfers. First on the list, Nathaniel Mendez-Lang. Right winger, pretty much straight swap for Myrie Williams, who was out of contract and we did not renew. Quite pacey, fairly skilled. The one thing that I wish I had seen and looked at better the first time is that low stamina. It's a good thing we have Ed Collins available to back that up. Right next to him, Jake Reeves. What a machine. I can't believe we're paying as little as we are for him. He is... Look at his physical stats. I thought he was, the small, quick kind of guy, and he is, but he's also got moderate strength, and stamina is insane. Let's see, next player we brought in, Tom Elliott, also from Wimbledon. Again, great physical stats, speed and strength, moderate stamina as well. His technical skills aren't that great, but good heading accuracy. He is a target striker. If we can put the ball on his head, he's got a good chance of scoring. Who else did we bring in? Hamish Watson, back up for sort of Parkins, sort of John Lewis, although he's more of a pure strength like Parkin was, and Elliott's more mixed like John Lewis, but one's better than the other. Watson is pure strength, not very quick, decent shooting, not as good in the heading as I would have liked considering he's so tall and strong, but he's good backup, that's all he is really, and he's cheap. And then Ola Hiron Hansen, aging defender, but pretty solid skills. He's replacement for Darren Jones, who was too expensive. Contract expired. Hansen's a little cheaper. Solid tackler. Good strength. I think he's quite tall as well. I didn't actually look at it. How tall is he? Yeah, 6'. That's good compared to Darren Jones' 5'11". His main weakness is his speed. But that's okay. We pair him with a quicker defender like Nickelbest or Morris, and we should be fine. Is that 5? Yep, that was all 5 of the new transfers. So let's move on. Let's look at our new board objectives. Ooh, this is the fun part. So, the board objectives. We will start with finance since it's the most important. Same again last year, keep player salary growth under 20%. Here's something I did not know. Our current growth is at 22%. Because it counted the new free agent guys that I just showed you. It counts that against the salary growth. But it doesn't count the guys who are out of contract or had loans expire, so we start out in the hole there. The second one, finish the season with $2.5 million, just over, unspent allocated funds, so your transfer budget plus whatever they calculate out of your wage budget as well. We're currently sitting at just under $2 million, so we're pretty close. And that is much more manageable than $8.5 million in profits. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking last time. So here's a good time to pull up my... Just remember to take the screenshot. I haven't actually done it yet before I put it in the video. Here's my estimate of how our finances are going to go. The preseason is set to, if we win everything, we're playing the Euro tournament in France with a 1.7 million final prize if we win everything. Season tickets, this is just a guess. It's a little bit more than last season, which was at 16K. Pretty big crap, actually. Nothing in transfers yet. Match tickets is an estimate based on how much we were getting per game last time. It could, I went conservative, it could be a lot higher than that. Prize money, that was just a pure guess. If we can get in a few rounds of cups and maybe finish the season in an okay position, we'll get a little bit. And merchandise, I aimed that a little higher than last time. End of season for last year was 534, so if we can make 600, I think we're doing well. Wages could be interesting. I really need to cut that down considering where the current growth objective we have right there. So hopefully we can cut that down. There's a few players I want to sell, and I also want to bring in more players, or a couple players to provide backup for some positions where we can. But those could be covered by scouts. I have sent one scout out already. I'll talk about that later. But I don't plan on spending a whole lot, and I'm going to be very careful about getting dinged with the youth facilities thing. If someone's not old enough to be put into the team, I'm probably not going to bring them in at all. So youth facilities should be 0. Travel costs, again, an estimate based on how many matches we're playing away from home, and it should be pretty average. It may end up more or less depending on the teams we play against. And then transfers in, I'm probably not going to buy any players. There's a couple I'm looking at on loan. Actually, there's one I may want to buy, but I'll probably wait until we're done with this friendly tournament, see how much money we actually have to play with. If we win it all and it sets our current funds, another 1.7 on top of that at 3.6, we've got some money to work with, so I might try and bring in someone. Besides that, so that leaves our estimated profits at 1.7, but that's not so important since they're not looking for that in the end. Youth development, we've already failed the first one and it's not going to reset it apparently, so we just have to play 3 of those youth players we brought in last year in 30% of the games, so roughly 20, went over that at the end. Brand exposure has bumped up a little bit, but it gives us a nice long range to take care of this. Within 3 seasons, increase season ticket holders with at least 10% of the stadium's capacity. So, again, not worded particularly well, but they want, within 3 seasons, our 10% of our stadium's capacity, 10% of our seats will be held by season ticket holders, which sounds perfectly reasonable. We're doing well enough. I think we can entice people to do that. Nothing in continental success, of course, and the domestic success. This one's interesting. First year, don't get relegated. I think we can manage that. We've strengthened the team. I'm feeling good about how it's going to play, so I think that's possible. FA Cup, get to the round of 32 again. I think we only need to win 1 game to accomplish that, so who did we draw? I did see that, and I recorded up here. Who did we play? Oh, never mind, FA Cup's later on, not that one. The other 2 cups have had their draws to begin. So, and then long term, within 2 seasons, so by the end of next season we need to be finishing mid-table. I think we can do it this year. Hopefully they'll give us credit for that. So, there's that. So before we finish, let's have a quick look at our friendly tournament. We are in a group with Plymouth Argyle, who gave us trouble last year. We could not beat them in 2 matches, and Amiens and Chamois. I assume that's how you would say them, somewhere close. They are French teams. Other group, we have a bunch of names I don't even want to bother. Longer than they need to be, for sure. Right, so we'll also take a quick look at the league table. Is it over here still? No. We'll have to, I don't want to go digging for it in the other leagues, because I'll just tell you right now, Notts County and Luton Town both got automatic promotion with us. Luton Town finished in 2nd, Notts County 3rd, and then Surprise Stevenage won the playoff. I didn't think they were close enough to, well, I mean, I guess they were somewhere between 4th and 7th, but 4th place was what, Portsmouth? Or Plymouth? I don't know. But anyways, Stevenage. Right, last thing to look at. Show you where I am scouting out. I decided to send out this guy, looking for some strikers, since that's a position we don't have a whole lot of. We're going to look for some Arabs. They're not getting enough good press these days, so let's try and make a hero out of them. But yeah, that's where we stand. Just let you know that the positions I am looking to strengthen are right back. Currently we've got Jazzy, who's young and all, but he's not amazing and he's not developing that well, so we're going to want some more strength there. Bino is aging and deteriorating, and I may not hold on to him too much longer. Tozer may find himself playing back there in a bit if we have plenty of cover in the defensive mid position, which is why I flick over to Christian Larson here. If he ages up soon, that would be fantabulous, and we'll have all the cover we need for defensive mid. And we've also got Harrison Morris who can play there as well. I think maybe if we get rid of Bino, have Tozer as our backup right defender. That'll free up more wages as well. Righto, thank you for watching. I am excited to get into the first game, which I will do off camera. I'll try and get a few match replays in here and there. So like, comment, subscribe if I did not say that already. What are you excited to see about the season to come? What do you think of our board expectations, the objectives? And I'll see you in the next video, probably sometime around the end of this month.